Welcome back to Brad Pitt Career Mode on F125. Today we're back for the highly anticipated Season 2 of trying to get Brad Pitt his first World Championship. We're back with Fernando Alonso as our teammate, so we've got we got Geezer Racing for Season 2, and we got a much faster car at the beginning of the season. Unfortunately, there's not much we can do at the moment in terms of research and development. All these upgrades are locked, so we need to do a facility update to unlock all these and get new parts on the car. So it might be a couple races before we see some real upgrades. We did do a pretty good job of keeping the upgrades from last season. There we go. So we're starting with the second fastest car on the grid, just barely behind RedBull. So we're going to be fighting for wins right away this season, which is great, because we had a very close title fight last season, so that's a good sign. All right, well, there's not much else we can do here, so we're going to hop into the race weekend. Round 1 in Australia. I have to say, I'm very excited to bring Fernando on board for this season. Our teammate last season, Pierce, had a singular point to his name over the course of the whole season. We had like 300 something. So hopefully Fernando can hold his own and maybe get us within a shot of the Constructors' Championship as well. That would be absolutely sick. I can only assume that Max Verstappen is going to be our title rival once again. He's definitely going to be going for that championship, but we're right behind Red Bull in the performance index, so with some good development, as long as we're smart, we should be able to take the fight to him right away. You know what? I completely forgot to look at this. There's going to be some driver moves. Yeah! Oh my god. Okay, so Piastri has wised up, and he's left McLaren. He's joined Red Bull, so it's Piastri and Verstappen at Red Bull. That is absolutely crazy. Sainz upgrades to McLaren. He goes back to his old team. Jack Doohan is back in Formula 1 at Alpine. Fernando Alonso obviously joins us at Geezer Racing. Liam Lawson is in the Haas. Lando Norris stays at McLaren. Colapinto in the Aston Martin. Let's see, Gasly, Albon, and Hadjar all stay at the same teams. We got a couple guys from F2 that got brought up. Yeah, because Yuki Tsunoda retired at the end of last season. He had enough of the Red Bull. So, there's a couple gaps, I guess. Paul Aaron comes up from F2. Bortoletto and Hulkenberg stay at Sauber. And then, let's see, Behrman stays at Haas. All right, into Q1, our first qualifying session of the season. Clean slate. Hopefully we can go for pole position here. All right, final lap of Q1. We go purple through Sector 2. We had a little bit of traffic on the lap, but we still managed to break through to Q2. Oh, this one has been an absolute banger. Purple in the first 2 sectors. 1.3 seconds up on the Delta, so we're going to set a 1:15.3, which should get us through to Q3 very easily. There we go. Okay, here we go. First lap of Q3 of the new season. We have a very competitive car, so we're shooting for pole position here. Okay, decent lap on the old set of tires here, across the line with a 1:15.9. Okay, so we need about a second, probably over a second improvement to catch up to Verstappen's time on the new set of tires here. Final lap in Q3. Here we go. All right, lap's looking good so far. There we go. That's exactly what we needed. Purple in the first 2 sectors. 1.3 seconds of improvement up to the line. It's a 1:14.6, which will not be enough for pole position. Second place on the grid for the race. Ah, we just missed it too. Not even a 10th to pole. Well, we finally have some tire wear upgrades on the car, so we can pull off a 1-stop at the beginning of the season, which was not the case last year. 13 laps on the mediums, and then switching on to the hards for the rest of the race. But here we are, second on the grid, just behind Max Verstappen, our title rival for this season. 5 red lights are on, and we're racing around Australia for 29 laps, our first round of the season. We can already go for move on Verstappen around the outside into turn 1, nice and easy, and up into first place. So we can try to build the gap to Verstappen behind, but he is definitely going to be very quick. So it's the 2 Red Bulls behind us, Verstappen and Piastri, who I keep forgetting is now a Red Bull driver. but I can guarantee you that pairing is going to cause us a lot of headaches this season. We're holding our own so far, but we're definitely going to try to manage the battery as much as possible. There's a lot of DRS zones around this track. I think there's 4 different DRS zones, so battery management is key here. If we have these Red Bulls both in the DRS, it might get a little bit tricky if we're out of battery. Yeah, here we go. We're going to see potentially a move into turn 1 from Verstappen. We're going to have to dump the battery. He's got the DRS. He's gaining on us down the straight. Mark is yapping in our ear as we're under pressure from Verstappen. We go a little wide through turn 1. Verstappen's definitely going to go for a move here. We're going to give him the outside line. And into the next corner we go, side by side with the Red Bull. We got the outside for the next corner. And we can just out-traction the Red Bull. He's going to back out, and we'll keep first place for the time being. I have a feeling Verstappen has taken a couple laps to charge up the battery. We're definitely going to see more of the Red Bull driver in this race. We got 35% tire wear already on the front left, and that's gonna fall off a cliff in a couple laps' time. I think we're pitting on lap 13. So we might be in trouble. On to lap 11 now. We haven't seen anything from Verstappen since that initial little battle. We keep going wide through turn 1. But we might see something from the Red Bull here. He's gaining on us with DRS. He's got the inside this time around. And we're going to be side by side yet again with Verstappen. We've got the inside for the next corner. We're going to leave him enough space on the outside. He's going to back out again. I don't think he had the grip to accelerate and overtake us there. So luckily, we keep P1 yet again. But the tires are definitely not feeling good. We need to pit soon. Yeah, there's like no grip through this this section. It feels really sketchy. We get a terrible exit onto the straight. That's exactly what I'm talking about. 60% tire wear on the front left, so the tires are falling off. We hit the brakes a little too early. Verstappen sneaks around the outside. Luckily, we can just grab first place real quick. That was not the best run through turn 1. Okay, nearing the end of lap 13. Verstappen is still very close behind us. These mediums have completely fallen off. But luckily, it's time to pit. So we're going to go onto the hards for the rest of the race, and that is definitely a very welcome change. Because these mediums, I'm not feeling very confident at all. The tire wear is a lot higher than I thought it would be. All right, fellas, it's your time to shine. First pit stop of the season for the Brad Pitt crew. Let's see what they can do. It's very slow on the front right. Verstappen's gonna jump us in the pit lane. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Dude, that is so frustrating. So we have like almost a 2-second gap to Verstappen now. That is actually nuts. Yeah, Verstappen is already running away here. Over 2 seconds to the Red Bull. We've got Behrman in between the both of us. We have the DRS on the Haas, but I don't think we're going to be close enough for a move just yet. Come on, get out of the way, dude. We got DRS yet again, passing the Haas. And finally, we can set our sights on Verstappen in front. But it is going to be a difficult battle to catch this guy. I think Piastri's coming out of the pit lane, so he's going to come out in front of us as well. So our slow pit stop has lost us 2 positions to the Red Bulls. Luckily, we're still close enough behind Piastri where we can go for a move. Battery enabled. Going to switch to the outside on the Red Bull and just close the door on Piastri. Make sure he can't slow us up at all. Nice and swift getting past the second Red Bull, but it's almost 3 seconds to Verstappen now. So right now we have the most performance in the car than what we've ever had throughout last season. So we should have a chance to get Verstappen here, but last season every time he pulled ahead, he just ran away. His pace was absolutely crazy. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen here. We're pretty much out of battery as well, which is definitely not good. We only have a couple parts of the track we can use the battery on, and it's obviously very brief. We're back to zero again. Obviously, we have Piastri in the DRS behind us as well, which I'm hoping he doesn't go for a move, because if we get into any sort of battle with Piastri, we can pretty much wave Verstappen goodbye. We need to make sure we avoid any type of move from that second Red Bull. but the problem we're having is we need to use battery to stay ahead of Piastri in the DRS, and we also need to dump the battery as much as possible to catch Verstappen, and we're just using too much battery. So this is going to take crazy ERS management. Okay, well, the gap to Verstappen is slowly coming down. It's 1.9 seconds to the Red Bull, so we've broken 2 seconds. We just need to gain enough time to break into DRS, but I don't know if we're going to have enough laps in this race to get there. Okay, yeah, we're definitely faster than Verstappen. Not by that much, but we are gaining on him pretty consistently. Just little by little around each lap. We're using everything the car has to offer here. All the battery, all the brakes, everything. We've really, really been pushing. We're out of battery yet again, but we're under a second to Verstappen now. Unfortunately, no DRS on this straight, but as long as we stick close enough for the rest of this lap, we should be within DRS pretty soon. We need DRS to get this guy, but it's looking more and more possible. Piastri's been getting dragged along by us in DRS. Luckily, he hasn't been close enough to go for any sorts of moves, but I think we should be close enough to get DRS on Verstappen. There we go. We're finally within DRS range of the Red Bull. So within maybe a lap or two, we should be close enough to go for a move, as long as we don't make any mistakes and just keep up this pace. There's only a couple laps to get this guy. We're on lap 27 of 29. We're still in the DRS of Verstappen, so we can save a little bit of battery here and there. But this is really going to come down to the wire. We should have DRS here yet again. We got a bit more battery this time around. Piastri is still sticking with us, but there we go, DRS enabled. We're going to try to stick to the slipstream of Verstappen. We're slowly reeling him in. Before we get to the next corner, we might be able to go up the inside. Just a little look there. Verstappen stayed strong on his line. Unfortunately, too far back. We are starting to run out of time just a little bit here. Piastri's still sticking very close to us. Luckily, he still has not gone for any type of moves. We have the DRS yet again on the Red Bull. We're going to have to go for something this lap. We've really been pushing as much as possible over these last couple laps. We should have DRS on Verstappen yet again. We seem to be a little bit closer this time. We have a lot less battery though, but DRS enabled. We're in the slipstream. We should be able to get closer to Verstappen. We're reeling him in. Here we go for another try up the inside, and this time we can make it stick. Up into P1 on lap 28, passing Verstappen. That is absolutely perfect. We saved a little bit of battery through those last couple of corners. We've got a little bit more to use now. Piastri's still in our tail as we head on to the final lap of the race. So both the Red Bulls in the DRS. I'm sure we're going to see a move from at least one of them. Looks like we make it through the first 2 DRS zones of the lap without a dive bomb from Piastri. We're saving as much battery as we possibly can, but we're going to have to absolutely dump it on the straight to make sure we stay ahead of these Red Bulls. They will have DRS and the slipstream on us, so we really have to use all the battery here. Oh, I think we might be good. Piastri's not close enough somehow, even with the DRS. He's not close enough for a move into these couple of corners, but we might see a move with a second DRS zone here from Piastri. We're going to defend this inside line as much as possible and cover off a move from Piastri, and we're keeping P1 around the final couple of corners here. All we have to do is avoid a mistake. It's very easy to spin through this last corner, putting the power down as soon as we possibly can. Battery enabled onto the straight. Piastri's still very close behind us, but we're going to cross the line in first place in round 1.
Just amazing,
that is absolutely insane. Crawling back to catch Verstappen, passing him on lap 28, and we'll take home first. What a result. Oh boy, that is a satisfying win. Very well deserved there. We had the pace, and we could claw our way back to P1. It's really nice to be fighting at the front in the first race of the season. This is a good omen. We got to make sure we stay on top of these upgrades. If we can keep fighting with these Red Bulls all season long, it's going to be a very good championship fight and a very good chance that Brad Pitt will take it home. This Red Bull driver lineup is, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty terrifying. Piastri and Verstappen. This might be a three-way fight for the title. I mean, this is gonna get pretty crazy, I think. Well, that is absolutely lovely. Fernando Alonso finished in 5th place, so already 10 times the points of our previous teammate. That's that's definitely nice. Well, that is the best possible way to start Season 2, winning in Round 1. We've got China up next, and hopefully we can take the fight to these Red Bulls yet again, but I can feel it. This is gonna be an interesting season. We'll see how this turns out.